Good afternoon to you, Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com here with your Hurricane and Hurricane HD video blog for Wednesday, July 18th, 2012. A look at the Tropical Analysis and Forecast Branch and their surface map. Kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on. It looks like one of those older War Games era 1980s vector artwork, but it's actually a very nice map. Shows a lot about what's going on out there. The surface analysis. This is the west coast of Africa. Here is the east coast of the United States over here. And then you have in between all these different features, which I will point out. The red line here that snakes across the tropical regions is the monsoon trough and the intertropical convergence zone. Sort of a boundary where the trade winds from the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere meet. They collide and you get convergence, some upward motion occasionally. Then you have these tropical waves, these areas in the trade winds of a little bit of low pressure, a little bit of energy there. Just a bump in the trade winds here, these tropical waves, and a weak low pressure area well to the south and west of the Baja, the remnants of Fabio up here. Now, if we look at a satellite picture, we try to see what's what. From the satellite picture. Okay, you take the analysis map. Here's one of those tropical waves. There's another one. There's another one over here. And then this is all that African dust coming off. And you can really see it right there. A dense area of African dust, dry, stable air. Very typical for this time of year, as you've heard me mention on more than one occasion recently. Little area of disturbed weather up here in the northeast Gulf. Probably a lot of lightning, maybe a few water spouts, but nothing in terms of tropical cyclone formation expected from that region. The Saharan air layer analysis from the University of Wisconsin, still a strong presence out there, but starting to erode it away just a little bit here on the south side. And that's going to take time, and eventually you'll see the Saharan air layer limited to just up in this region, and then these tropical waves will get stronger, more robust as they come off, and they will last. They will take advantage of the moist and unstable atmosphere out across this region, and eventually some of them will develop. It's just a matter of time. In the eastern Pacific, kind of a neat satellite picture, a visible satellite shot. Look at all these different shapes in the clouds. Very strange looking. I didn't modify this at all in Photoshop or anything. It kind of looks like that pointillistic art, I think that's what they call it, where you draw pictures with little dots, you know, and it's like looking at a very low resolution photograph, very grainy, but it's not. This is a very modern high-res photograph, satellite picture. These are just all little tiny low clouds, really, and all indicating this fairly chilly Pacific water. And then to the south of that, of course, is the tropical water and more energy there. So when you see these clouds here, that's very indicative of a very low stability. Things are very stable, put it that way. So, pointing out a couple of interesting things too. That is the leftover circulation of Amelia. This is the leftover circulation of Fabio. Both of those systems, like Daniel did before, just ran into colder water. Amelia came out here, ran into colder water, and they just kind of went away. The process that kept them going was reduced, and now they're just little low cloud swirls, and that is that. Nothing else out there to talk about. So things are nice and quiet. They're going to stay that way, I think, for at least the next 5 to probably 7 days. And then after that, you never know. You always have to be careful when looking at the long range, because little things can mean a lot later on. But it really does look quiet, probably to round out the month of July. But you never say never. That's what we're here for. Again, I'm Mark Sudduth, my website, HurricaneTrack.com. A pleasure to provide these video blogs for Hurricane and Hurricane HD. And with that being said, I will talk to you again tomorrow.